Manish, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes, I able to see.
Okay. Now, in the last section, I think we have completed the types of services and all the things. Like I have also told you about the how the traffic will come on the node port, and from that node port, how the traffic will be routed to the service, and how the service is going to uh, load balance between all the ports. Okay, with the help of selectors. So cluster IP, whenever you create any service, that is always a type of cluster IP. Means a service will get a cluster IP or a IP clear by the Kubernetes service SDN. Second, we have discussed about the node port. Okay. The range of the node port is 30,000 to 32,767. Now, one service is of a load balancer. Now, in this type of service, we actually define the uh, information about the GCP, AWS, or some cloud provider. So if you are creating a type of service of load balancer, then this that particular service can automatically create a load balancer on your selected platform like Google Cloud Engine, okay, or like GCP, Google Cloud Platform, AWS, Azure. Clear? So this service type exposes the service through a cloud provider load balancer. Now see, in this node port type of service, what you actually do, you configure the load balancer by yourself. Okay. Obviously, the customer will never hit the request on the port number which are in this range. Okay. They will always hit on 80 port number. So obviously you need to move the traffic from the customer browser or customer system to a load balancer. That load balancer will forward the traffic to the 32,000 or any port number in this range, okay, on the worker node. And then that particular packet will be taken by the service and it will forward that packet to the pods. Clear? So in this load balancer type of service, you do not need to create a load balancer by yourself. This type of service has a intelligence that it can automatically create or provision a load balancer on your selected platform. Clear? So you access the virtual IP of the provider's load balancer, and the OpenShift control plane automatically creates a node port or cluster IP to route the incoming packets. One is external name. Okay. This service type creates a C name in the DNS zone that matches an external host name. Now, guys, do you have any idea about the C name? What exactly it is?
कौशल ये कुछ भी समझ नहीं आया नोड पोर्ट और लोड बैलेंसर not understand what is exactly the use case why it's required and
Node port we
why
have completed in the last session, na Manish? ये तो पिछले सेशन में किया था ना हमने. Hmm?
मैं भूल गया हूँ.
Were you not there?
Yeah, I'm
See,
there.
complete diagram I have shown
Okay.
in the previous
नहीं, okay,
session.
okay, okay, okay. So this is called as a node port. ठीक है, वो जो proper हमने use case लिया था कि 8080 आएगा तो how to route the traffic through load balancer something on that particular port.
Yes,
अब we
this
have to
particular network load. Now, see, in this scenario, you have to configure the network load balancer by yourself, no?
configure the load balancer. Yes, yes, yes. This is
Obvious,
the
but
manual intervention and need to be configured manually by
yourself.
load balancer guy. Yes.
Yes. But in the case of load balancer type of service, this particular type of service exposes the service through a cloud provider load balancer. Okay. So this can automatically create this load balancer for you on your selected
Means
platform.
okay. So you want to say that like GCP or Azure and AWS, they are these service provider, cloud service provider, give you the services of the load balancer inbuilt in the cloud, and on the top of that, OpenShift will be running, and the traffic will be coming on the worker node through their load balancer, and traffic routed to the respective worker nodes. Is it?
Service.
Service, yes.
Okay.
So in the node port scenario, we are in a scenario like the bare metal configuration, where we need to install the external load balancer type like that, right?
No, network load balancer you have to configure by yourself on some another instance, okay? Why I will configure the network load balancer on my worker node?
No. I'm not saying that it's configured on the in my boundary of the cluster. It should be outside over the boundary of the cluster. It's
Yes, it should
external
be
load balancer.
outside of the boundary
Correct,
of the
correct.
cluster.
That is fine. That is clearly fine. So it should be everything coming from outside. When every traffic outside the traffic, internet traffic are coming on this load balancer, and this load balancer will route the traffic to the my this OpenShift cluster where the my worker node is running. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Fine. So in the second, go to the that particular PDF file. Go to the PDF file. So in the load balancer use case is that that load balancer service will be exposed by the or shared or the service provided by the that particular public cloud provider, right?
Yes. If you are creating a service of type load balancer, then the service is going to request your cloud provider to provision a load balancer for you. Okay.
Correct. Understand. That is that now. So we have to request the CSP to provision one load balancer for my OpenShift.
Yes. Yes.
Understand.
It can then
That,
contact your GCP,
so
and
that is
GCP will
that
provision a network load balancer, because see,
correct.
network load balancer is something like which works on the network layer. Okay.
Understand. So yes, I have that in my one of project, that is discussion with the Red Hat guys or solution architect people. So they clearly stating that for the OpenShift we require the external load balancer. That is clear statement from the Red Hat. So
Yes.
in bare metal scenario, you have to install new load balancer. Either it should be physical load balancer or software load balancer, but it's up to uh, your scenario, what the customer want to opt. And in the when you doing the installation on the top of public cloud provider, yeah, you have to ensure that the external software load balancer should be service provided by the CSP. Yes, this is the clearly statement mentioned in the Red Hat documentation.
Yeah, one more thing they have not mentioned, that the load balancer is not of the type network. Okay.
I'm
This
not
should be
class
of type application. Clear?
type application.
There are two type of load balancer. Either you can do it with the network load balancer also. See what network load balancer do. Whenever any packet is coming on the network load balancer do not have any intelligence. It will directly forward the packet to the particular different number of worker nodes. Clear? But what application load balancer has a power? If you are requesting on a.com, Manish,
So
then
you want to
it
say that
has the intelligence that it can forward that packet to a particular worker node. And if you are connecting to a.com/video, then it has an intelligence that it can communicate to another worker node.
so
Clear?
you
So on
want
the
to say
basis
that,
of URL, it can forward the packet. But
understand. So
network
you
load
want to say
balancer do
that
not have that
on the
capacity.
segregation of L3 or L7 layer, right? So on
Yes.
the L3 or L4, it should be node or port level, correct?
Layer 4 is a network load balancer and layer 7 is an application load balancer.
Understand. So port level or IP level, whatever we can say that, right? L3 or L4, correct?
Yes. Now, if you want to segregate the traffic from a network load balancer to the Amazon instances, then you have to configure the network load balancer on the Amazon itself. You
Understand.
cannot configure a network load balancer on GCP, and you cannot forward the traffic from that network load balancer to the Amazon instances. Got it? Because that is
Got it.
working on the network layer. Okay, there is no instance actually. Clear?
Got it.
But if you are creating an application load balancer, then you can like create an instance. After that, you can install Nginx or HA proxy, and you can configure the rules. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Ashish Nagy, clear?
Yes, Kushal.
Now, tell me
Yeah.
about the CNAME. Any idea? Manish?
No, I have never heard this word.
No idea.
See, sometimes you open, let's say you are opening mail.google.com, or sometimes you open mail1.google.com. This is not a right example actually, because you cannot like open mail1.google.com and you cannot go on mail.google.com. Clear? I'm just taking it. So this is what? This mail.google.com is what? This google.com is what? Domain, right? And mail is what? Subdomain, right? Now, what I can do, I can create the CNAME, means I can create the alias for my subdomain. Like if the person is writing mail.google.com, or by mistake if he is writing mail1.google.com, both will get the same IP address, okay, from the DNS server. Got it? So it is CNAME is something like which is used to create alias. Okay, clear guys? So in this particular, Manish, still here, are you clear?
I'm just listening. Let's first complete that so that I get more understanding.
No, tell me about that. Are you clear with the CNAME?
No, that I understand that I have understanding about that. If you writing something else in the middle of that, it's automatically redirecting this to the domain name, right? So that feasibility redirecting to the ऐसा कुछ सिनेरियो मैंने पढ़ा है कहीं कि अगर if you set as a default as a mail.google.com, whatever the entries or whatever the request DNS request is coming with the unwanted name, it automatically redirected to the google.com or mail.google.com, right? Just whatever example we are taking in this window. So by default mail.google is the default entry. So whatever, if we are adding the other things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, automatically redirecting to the mail.google.com. So that functionality we have, I know, but CNAME, it's called a CNAME. I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, that is the CNAME concept. You are having a alias now.
So okay, I'm trying to understand what is the use of this part in here. So I'm understanding this part. That is fine. That understanding I have now.
Creates a CNAME in the DNS zone that matches an external host name. Okay. Let's say, let me tell you,
Kushal, IP will be same for all domain, correct? We are just creating the subdomain.
What you're saying?
Backend IP, VIP is the same for the all domain, subdomain, correct?
Yes. Backend IP will be same for the alias. Okay.
Yes.
Like this is how we write the record. www a 5.5.5.5. Okay, and let's say you want to, or let's say you are creating this DNS entry for google.com. So when the person will request for www.google.com, the DNS server will forward this IP address. You can also create the subdomain, CNAME ww1. CNAME www.google.com. So if the person is requesting for www1.google.com, this will actually forward the 5.5.5.5 IP address to the customer. Okay. So either you write www.google.com, either you write www1.google.com. Okay, both are same. Both will set the IP address as 5.5.5.5. Clear? Now. So let me take an example on this.
मुझे उसका यूज के समझ नहीं आ रहा कोई मतलब
Manish, we have deployed the multiple websites on single node. How to connect the abc.com as well as XYZ? Both are the website are different, but accessing on say single IP. So we need to define subdomain. I am right, Kushal?
नहीं
एक
यार
बार वापस बताना. Tell me once again.
अगर मेरे पास दो वेबसाइट है ऑन सिंगल होस्ट, एक ही होस्ट पे, अगर वो कंटेन के अगर मैंने एक होस्ट का वेबसाइट का नाम है एबीसी और दूसरे का XYZ दिया, अगर मैं एक ही नेम देता हूँ और बैकएंड में एक ही आईपी है, एक्सेस करूंगा तो सेम एक ही वेबसाइट को ही दूँ. अगर मैं अलाइसेंस बनाता हूँ सी नेम, तो मैं डिफरेंट वेबसाइट को लॉग इन एक्सेस कर.
नहीं, no guys, no. You are talking about the name-based hosting, okay? Two types of hosting are there, name-based and IP-based. That is a different concept, okay? When actually the request is coming on a server, the Apache is able to handle that request actually. Apache decides that where to forward that request, okay? Or what page should Apache give to the customer, okay? So that is a different concept. On the single node, if you want to run multiple websites, then that is name-based hosting. If you have multiple number of nodes, or let's say you have multiple NIC card on a single worker node, then you can go for the IP based hosting. Okay. This is something like a concept of DNS actually. Okay. See. See, let's say the customer is hitting on www.google.com. Then this request will go on the DNS server. Yes or no?
Yes.
What DNS server will give? Obviously,
give the IP
5.5.5.5. The customer will hit the request on this web server, right? Now let's say customer is requesting on mail.google.com. Okay. This request will also be forwarded to the DNS server. What IP DNS server will give? Now see, if you are writing mail.google.com, the CNAME of that is www.google.com, and the www.google.com is having the record as 5.5.5.5. The customer will have the IP address as same 5.5.5.5, and this will forward the request on this web server. Either customer write kushal.google.com, this will also forward the request on 5.5.5.5. So in all the cases, okay, this is just for the like practical purpose. Okay, you can like create multiple CNAMEs. Okay, you can also create the subdomain for the different domain. Like you write facebook.com or you write fb.com. Do they forward your request on same IP address or not? Yes or no?
Understand your point, Kaushal. So, but we have to, whatever the permutation combination, whatever the maximum combination, we need to give the CNAME number, that number
Yes,
of.
because the customer can have a mistake na in typing.
Understand. That is fine. That is.
So that you can create multiple. There is no limit actually. You can create like I can write
Yes.
abc.google.com. If the
Correct,
customer is
correct.
writing abc.google.com, that will also forward it to the www.google.com.
Understand.
Okay, like GOO facebook.com. Either you write this or you write fb.com. See, it is also coming on facebook.com. Clear? Either
Correct,
you
correct.
write
Understand.
google.com or let's say gmail.com, or either you write mail.google.com.
So, what is the, okay, I understand. So, what is the
Both are
purpose of,
redirecting to the same page, na?
so what is the purpose of here this in OpenShift?
That I am going to tell you. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Clear with the CNAME?
Correct.
For that also I need to create a diagram. So this service type creates a CNAME in the DNS zone that matches an external host name. Okay. Now listen it very carefully. Let's say this is your cluster. Okay. And let's say the customer wants to hit www.a.com. Okay. Now, and let's say the IP address of that is 5.5.5.5. Okay. Now, here you have the service, and here you have the pods. Now, just give me 2 minutes. I'm just thinking to create a diagram for you because this is little bit complicated to understand. Just a second. Finding a diagram which can. Three we have discussed. One is still there. External name. I don't have it. This is a very nice book to understand Kubernetes. Hmm. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. मॉम एक सेकेंड. It has created a service in a different way, external name, how it will connect to the external name, the service, lemon.io. You should type name. Nobody has given any documentation. Curl abc dot service on port number 8222. It will automatically forward the request to the service. This now. Can I explain this later? Because I don't think so. I'm getting it.
No problem. Shall we? So we can continue the next part. We can discuss on Monday.
No, that is okay, but what is the use case of this scenario? They are like, they are saying that you should write the service name as your website name. Let's say you want to run www.a.com, then type the service name as, let's say, www.a.com, or let's say something like abc.service. From inside the cluster, from any pod, if you will curl abc.service colon the port number of the service, it will automatically resolve to www.a.com, let's say. Something like, I don't think so. With the help of external name, you can access the application from outside. But they are saying that this service type creates a CNAME in the DNS zone.
Right. कुशल, जो आपने लास्ट लाइन बोली ना कि to access the website without external, cannot access the website without external name. ऐसा कुछ मैंने इनके साथ डिस्कशन में सुना था. They have said कि इनको हमें कुछ DNS एंट्रीज और कुछ ये हमें करनी पड़ेंगी to access the applications, something ऐसा कुछ था.
क्योंकि आप you are only giving this information ना in service. Where was the link? API version v1 kind service metadata demo-nats-public-service2. In the specification, we are saying type is external name. We have not defined any node port. Number one, how the traffic will come from the worker node to the this particular service. External name, demo.nets.io, and it is saying that if you will run a curl command on the name of the service on port number 8222, then it will give you the response. So how can we access this URL from outside? That's not possible. I think once the request is coming on this worker node, and if this service is a type of external name, how the traffic will be routed to this service? That is the big question. Okay. DNS request is made against the Kubernetes DNS server.
कुशल, इसको करते हैं, मंडे करते हैं इसको।
हाँ,
ठीक
Monday.
है,
We can do it on Monday. I just need some time to discuss about this with
करेक्ट,
someone.
फाइन फाइन, नो प्रॉब्लम। मेरे 2-3 डाउट थे, शैल आई शेयर माय स्क्रीन?
बताओ। Where is Nagy? Nagy gone?
आई थिंक इज गॉन। मेरी स्क्रीन दिख रही है?
हाँ।
अब मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ, आप देखोगे यहाँ पे मैंने ये एक्सरसाइज करी थी सैटरडे, सॉरी छुट्टी में, करेक्ट? चैप्टर 3 वाली। यहाँ पे आप एक्सट्रैक्ट यूजर सीक्रेट फाइल एक्सट्रैक्ट कर रहे हो और उसको उसका पासवर्ड अपडेट कर रहे हो, करेक्ट? ठीक है। यहाँ पे देन यू आर अपडेटेड दैट द सीक्रेट फाइल, ठीक है?
Yes.
देन लॉग इन इनटू दिस वन फाइन, ठीक है? इसमें जो हो एक्सट्रैक्ट किया, देन अगेन आपने अपडेट किया। आप यहाँ पे पासवर्ड डिलीट कर रहे हो, करेक्ट?
यूजर डिलीट कर रहे हैं।
सॉरी, यूजर डिलीट कर रहा हूँ, मैनेजर फ्रॉम द HTTP फाइल, ठीक है? स्टिल उसके बाद देन सीक्रेट फाइल अपडेट हुई, उसके बाद मैं स्टिल मैं देख रहा था कि मैनेजर से मैं लॉगिन कर पा रहा हूँ। व्हाई? उसके लिए मुझे अलग आइडेंटिटी यूजर आइडेंटिटी से यूजर डिलीट करना पड़ रहा है, डिलीट यूजर करना पड़ रहा है विदाउट
Yes.
दैट।
You have to
ऐसा
delete
क्यों?
that user and identity. वो कैशे में रहता है actually.
अच्छा,
But if you will, I think, restart the cluster, these entries would be deleted. है ना?
ओके ओके, ठीक है।
इसके लिए एक
तो
कमांड
because
भी आती है annotate करके, but I don't remember that. एक कमांड भी आती है इसके लिए permanent करने
मतलब
के।
this is the basically the cache part, right? We are clearing that part, is it?
Identity and
Right?
manager आपको delete करना पड़ेगा, yes.
This is the because of cache, तो हमें उसको डिलीट करना पड़ता है, राइट? ओके। प्रोडक्शन में कैशे ऐसा हम क्लस्टर 3 स्टार देंगे नहीं, सो वी हैव टू डिलीट दैट, राइट?
हाँ, यूजर्स के केस में ही होता है, यूजर्स आपको डिलीट, जैसे आपने कभी आरबैक पॉलिसी लगाई। अब होता क्या है कि जैसे आपने एक आरबैक पॉलिसी में सेल्फ प्रोविजनर का रोल हटाया, जब आप वो रोल हटाओगे ना, और जैसे ही आपने ओपनशिफ्ट के क्लस्टर को रीस्टार्ट किया, वो रोल वापस अटैच हो जाएगा।
हाँ, मेरा सेकंड क्वेश्चन भी यही था कि यार ये समझ नहीं आया मेरे को, ये हमें इसको सेल्फ प्रोविजन वाला डिलीट क्यों कर रहे हैं यार?
सेल्फ
दिस वन।
प्रोविजनर का रोल डिलीट करके सिर्फ देखना चाहते हैं कि हाँ यूजर प्रोजेक्ट बना सकता है या नहीं बना सकता है।
थोड़ा सा
यहाँ पे ये सेल्फ प्रोविजनर वाला जो रोल है, ये इस ग्रुप से अटैच्ड है मनीष, ठीक है?
ग्रुप, मेरा जो ग्रुप है वो सेल्फ प्रोविजनर ग्रुप है, और ये
नहीं, उसका नाम आगे है, सिस्टम कॉलन ऑथेंटिकेटेड कॉलन ओथ।
दिस इज माय ग्रुप, करेक्ट?
यस।
ओके, इस ग्रुप के साथ मेरा सेल्फ प्रोविजन
अटैच्ड है, सेल्फ प्रोविजनर, मतलब इस ग्रुप में जितने ही मेंबर्स है वो प्रोजेक्ट बना पाएंगे।
इस
ग्रुप के
प्रोजेक्ट के, इस ग्रुप के अंदर जितने प्रोजेक्ट है वो बना पाएंगे, करेक्ट
यूजर्स हैं।
हाँ, ठीक है।
ठीक है, अब बाय डिफॉल्ट आप ओथ के थ्रू जितने भी यूजर्स ऐड करते हो ना,
ओके,
वो हमेशा इस ग्रुप का पार्ट होता है।
अच्छा,
इसीलिए तो आपके यूजर्स को प्रोजेक्ट बनाने की परमिशन मिल जाती है। हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया, ग्रुप से तो हमने ये हटा दी, ठीक है? और नीचे आओ थोड़ा सा, अब देखो नीचे हम लोग किस पे अटैच कर रहे हैं वो पॉलिसी। जैसे अब हम लेडर यूजर से नया प्रोजेक्ट बनाने का ट्राई कर रहे हैं तो एरर दे रहा है फ्रॉम सर्वर।
करेक्ट।
बस इस टाइप से।
नहीं, ये एक मेरे को प्रॉब्लम आई, मैंने क्या किया, मैंने ना उसी ग्रुप रोल टू द ग्रुप क्लस्टर बाय एडिंग एंड डिलीटिंग। अच्छा, ये ठीक है, इसमें हो गया मेरा नेबर डिलीट द यूजर एंड अपडेटिंग द पासवर्ड, ठीक है, ये हो गया 1.3। मैंने क्या किया, यहाँ पे हम क्या किया था मैंने? अच्छा यार, एक और चीज था, जहाँ पे हम वो सीक्रेट फाइल बनाते हैं, ठीक है, लोकल यूजर वाली, उसका लिए हम उसका auth.yaml में अपडेट करते हैं, करेक्ट, उसका स्पेसिफिकेशन पार्ट। तो ये मुझे याद रखना पड़ेगा सारा उसका कंटेंट, के मुझे वहां पे रेफरेंस मिलेगा?
याद रखना पड़ेगा,
मुझे याद करना पड़ेगा सारा ये?
यस।
कोई रेफरेंस नहीं है कि मैं जाके उसको कैट करके किसी को जाके किसी फाइल में जाके चेक कर लूं?
नहीं,
ये मुझे याद करके ही जाना पड़ेगा, है?
यस।
ओके। और ठीक है, बाकी तो आई थिंक इट्स फाइन, बाकी तो मेरा सही हो गया था, समझ आ गया था। अच्छा, मुझे क्या कहते हैं, ये मैं ये एक्सरसाइज कर रहा था, जो पेपर था प्रॉपर, उसके क्वेश्चन दिए, उसके नीचे आंसर दिए हैं प्रॉपर, करेक्ट, ये एक्सरसाइज परफॉर्म कर रहा था। इसमें जैसे वो कह रहा है कि क्रिएट अ ग्रुप ऑफ द डेवलपर्स एंड ग्रांट द परमिशन टू द ऑथ रिव्यू, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मैंने एक ऑथ का प्रोजेक्ट बनाया था, बाय डिफॉल्ट वो ऑथ प्रोजेक्ट पे ही हूँ, जो भी मैं यूजर क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ, जब मैं लॉगिन करता हूँ बाय डिफॉल्ट ऑथ में ही जाता है, राइट? तो मुझे अगर प्रोजेक्ट करना है तो मैं उसी जस्ट उसी प्रोजेक्ट, जो इस प्रोजेक्ट में जाना है उसका प्रोजेक्ट करूं तो मैं उस प्रोजेक्ट में आ जाऊंगा, करेक्ट?
यस।
ओके, तो जैसे मुझे ये कह रहा है कि क्रिएट लास्ट में क्रिएट अ ग्रुप नेम क्यूए एंड ग्रांट द परमिशन टू द अथॉरिटी। जब मैं लॉगिन करूंगा एडमिन यूजर से, तो मैं उसमें चेक कर लूं कि मैं कौन से ग्रुप में हूं। ओसी प्रोजेक्ट जा सिंपल कमांड कर लूं, ओसी प्रोजेक्ट ऑथ रिव्यू, एंटर चलाऊंगा हर क्वेश्चन के बाद, राइट? जो भी प्रोजेक्ट में मैं काम करना चाहूँ वो वेरीफाई करूँ ना?
यस, उसी प्रोजेक्ट चलाओगे तो भी दिख जाएगा।
ओके, ठीक है जी। अच्छा यार, कल एक और प्रॉब्लम मुझे आई, ये ना जब यहाँ पे पासवर्ड डालते हैं ना, ये वाला ऐसा टेढ़ा मेढ़ा, इसमें अगर डायरेक्ट डालते हैं तो नहीं लेता, उसको लिए कॉमास में इसको बंद करना पड़ता है। ये मैं उसके लिए 15 मिनट
पासवर्ड डाल लो।
हाँ जी,
कोई भी पासवर्ड डाल लो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
नहीं, जस्ट मैं लर्निंग के लिए कि मैं ना यहाँ पे मैं सही कमांड चला रहा था, मैं यहाँ पे कॉमास नहीं दे रहा था, तो वो एरर दे रहा था, कमांड ही नहीं ले रहा था वो। तो
हाँ, @ वाला सिंबल है ना, स्पेशल कैरेक्टर्स हैं।
अच्छा, उस वजह से मुझे इसको कॉमास में रखना पड़ेगा ना?
यस।
ओके 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 ओके। नहीं, इसमें मैंने 10-15 मिनट खराब किए, तो फिर बाद में जब लगाया तो फिर चल गई, तो मैंने यार ठीक है भाई, एक वैसे याद रहेगा मेरे को, ये भूलूंगा नहीं। ठीक है। एक और चीज था, क्या था यार, भूल गया। अच्छा, जो हमारी ट्रेनिंग है, जो हमारा वो लैब है, उसमें कितने घंटे यूज होंगे, वो कैसे पता लगेगा?
वो नहीं पता लग सकता,
वो नहीं पता लग सकता?
रेडिट का कोई ऐसा कोई है ही नहीं टाइमर।
टाइमर नहीं है? ठीक है जी, चलो ठीक है जी, मैं आज इसको फोर्थ एक्सरसाइज करूंगा ये वाली, ठीक है?
ठीक है, चलो कल करते हैं ना अपना।
हाँ ठीक है जी, मंडे, थैंक यू।
ओके आशीष।
ओके कुशल।
एक बार गेट बैक करता हूँ मैं, एक्सटर्नल नेम पे देखता हूँ थोड़ा सा यार, है ना? ठीक है, बाय बाय।